Hey everyone, a lot of details for Black Desert Mobile got revealed at the Perlobis Media Showcase held last week, showing us a lot of features of the original PC version being reinterpreted for the mobile platform, as well as a couple of features exclusive to the mobile version. Today I will talk about its gameplay features such as combat, character creation, life skills progression, world bosses, and information about its upcoming release. Black Desert Mobile is going to be self-published globally by its developer Perlobis, not by any of the PC version's publisher like Kakao Games, Red Fox, or GameNet. Keep in mind that there is not a playable version of this yet, and therefore everything we have is based on the culmination of teasers, trailers, a short gameplay footage, and interviews with the game's developers. Starting with the character creation, we can see right away that at the minimum 7 classes will be on the mobile version. However, only the first 5 will be available when the game initially launches: Warrior, Ranger, Witch, Berserker, and Valkyrie. The Sorceress and Musa will be patched in at a later date. The customizer looks pretty detailed and honestly doesn't look all that far from the PC version. There's a bunch of sliders and hair options with body and hair shape modifications to be done by dragging them on the screen. One thing to notice though is that it looks like colors will come in the form of a preset palette as opposed to a color wheel. There looks to be a lot of variations and a few hairstyles I haven't seen before in the PC version. This character creator is pretty good, considering that this is going to be something people will be doing on their handheld mobile devices. Seeing as how character customization is one of the biggest initial appeals of the original Black Desert on PC, it's not surprising they put a lot of effort into it to better grab the attention of the global audience. Black Desert Mobile will have a different camera angle to the PC version, as it is a top-down quarter-view MMORPG quite similar to Lineage Eternal and Diablo 3. It makes a lot of sense with isometric allowing players to see more of the game through the tiny screens. The game offers the usual lock-on and autoplay features that is popular in Asian MMORPGs, but they did mention that this feature might be removed in the global version. We also know from an early interview during the Taipei Game Show back in January that the story of the game will be different from the PC version. Perlobis confirmed that both versions will share the same universe, but focus on different paths of the story. The gameplay and progression will largely remain the same to the PC version, in which we grind, level up, engage in a bit of story, and gather and fight other players for materials and fame. 3 territories are confirmed to be in the game at release: Serendia, Balanos, and Calpheon. The game currently supports 30 to 40 players at the minimum in one field, and they're testing overload capacity to go further beyond that. Although we have a different viewpoint than the PC version, movement through the world is still the same. Players can walk, run, or ride on a horse, and teleportation can be done by using the memory of the altar. As for taming, we'll be able to tame horses in the field using the capturing rope just like in the original game. As for breeding, we'll need to breed horses with higher levels to get better ones at the stable, also in a similar fashion to the original game. They did however say that they've made the horse content much easier on the mobile version, with better chances to get high tier horses than in the PC version. Perlobis assures that Black Desert Mobile will not have a gacha system. As for the enhancement system, the developers have built an entirely new system that will not use the stack system of the original version. A new cushioning mechanism to reduce penalty for enhancement failures will be built as well, which from what they described I take as accumulation of failure points to be turned into better chances on future enhancements. It's quite hard to fully understand it all right now until we can actually see it. The Priduo Tri-Tat Pen system will also be built differently from the PC version. There basically won't be much randomization for the main gear, and they plan to stick to the basics and keep the influence of custom stats to a minimum. Skills can be customized by assigning a particular effect to each one, but I don't yet know how that will function. We do know that only 8 skill slots will be available. All we know so far on Black Desert Mobile's PvP is that it is more on the side of Guild Siege battles and Realm vs Realm, though some images shown on the teaser site suggest that there will also be instance arenas. The developers have commented that Node Wars and Siege Wars will for sure be in the game, but they will be slightly different to accommodate the mobile platform. The game will also have a housing system for which we get a private manor, essentially our own piece of instance land with structures and building customizations and hired workers within. We've even shown farming, fishing, and structure building in the trailers and teasers. World bosses will spawn at specific locations and will be free-for-all for anyone who meets the level requirements. Looking at the trailers, we can see bosses like Karan and Zarka, and we also know that they do drop enhancing stones for upgrading. Here is the character showcase of the giant race, showing off different customization options like hair, tattoos, armor, and Berserker skill animations. This is a character showcase for the Witch. It will not have a wizard matching counterpart at the launch of the game. Here's the Ranger and its combat animations. Here's the character showcase for the Valkyrie. Here is the warrior customization and animations. The Sorcerer and the Musa were also spotted in previous trailers, but do not yet have their own character teasers as they will not be in the first playable version. Black Desert Mobile is being developed with its own engine, just like the PC version. For its development, Perlibis acquired NetTension, another Korean company that specializes in mobile network services and development, so they are very confident with providing a well-optimized and non-laggy service. As for system requirements, they've only mentioned that it will support down to the Galaxy S5, and will try to provide good optimization for phones older than that. The launch date for Black Desert Mobile is confirmed to be January 2018 in Korea, with pre-registrations available now, and a closed beta to be conducted before it's fully released. They plan to launch the global version not long after the South Korean launch. The director of Perlibis added that Black Desert Mobile is meant to aim for the global market instead of any specific region right from the planning stage. In other words, it won't require a lot of time to localize the game, so the game can be released in various regions simultaneously. It makes a lot of sense that their approach from the ground up is for the global market, considering that 75% of the company's revenue for 2017 was from the international market, specifically North America and Europe. Perlibis has literally stated that they consider Lineage 2 Revolution, placing 14th in the NA Apple App Store as a mark of the beginning of Korean mobile MMORPGs expanding globally successfully, and that they will be preparing their game for that as well. I'm not a big fan of mobile MMORPGs, and personally don't see myself taking them seriously enough to actively play them or even make a lot of content on them, but I have to say that Black Desert Mobile does look impressive. Even as a game to be played on such tiny screens, it already looks better than a few MMORPGs expected to release on PC in 2018. There might actually be something to it. I hope you found this useful and enjoyed checking out this game with me. All the links to sources and communities for the game are in the description as always. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more of my MMORPG content. If you would like to support my channel and content, I am also on patreon.com/noct. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next video.